The Crick, Brenner, Barnett and Watts-Tobin experiment first demonstrated that codons consist of 3 DNA bases. Marshall Nirenberg and Heinrich J. Mattei were the first to reveal the nature of a codon in 1961. They used a cell-free system to translate a polyuracil RNA sequence and discovered that the polypeptide that they had synthesized consisted of only the amino acid phenylalanine. They thereby deduced that the codon who specified the amino acid phenylalanine. This was followed by experiments in Severo Ochoa's laboratory that demonstrated that the polyadenine RNA sequence coded for the polypeptide polylysine and that the polycytosine RNA sequence coded for the polypeptide polyproline. Therefore, the codon AAA specified the amino acid lysine, and the codon CCC specified the amino acid proline. Using various copolymers, most of the remaining codons were then determined. Subsequent work by Hargob and Khorana identified the rest of the genetic code. Shortly thereafter, Robert W. Hawley determined the structure of transfer RNA, the adapter molecule that facilitates the process of translating RNA into protein. This work was based upon Ochoa's earlier studies, yielding the latter the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine in 1959 for work on the enzymology of RNA synthesis. Extending this work, Nirenberg and Philip Letter revealed the code's triplet nature and deciphered its codons. In these experiments, various combinations of mRNA were passed through a filter that contained ribosomes, the components of cells that translate RNA into protein. Unique triplets promoted the binding of specific ternus to the ribosome. Letter and Nirenberg were able to determine the sequences of 54 out of 64 codons in their experiments. Khorana, Hawley and Nirenberg received the 1968 Nobel for their work. The 3-stop codons were named by discoverers Richard Epstein and Charles Steinberg. Amber was named after their friend Harris Bernstein, whose last name means amber in German. The other 2-stop codons were named ochre and opal in order to keep the color names theme.